Okay, it's 9 a.m. And I'm so excited to be here, you guys. I have been teaching a lot over yesterday I taught a lot, and I was sick the past couple of days. I had food poisoning, and now I'm back, so I'm so excited. So I'm gonna kick your ass today. So let's start in a child's, no, I'm just kidding. Let's start in a child's pose. Let's start in a child's pose. And just so you guys know, the class is being recorded on the iPad back there, and I'm wearing a microphone, and yeah, that's what it is. So they'll hear me loud and clear. Okay, first things first, so we all get on the same page, same plane. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Clear it out through your mouth. Do that a couple more times, like as many times as you need to really get, to arrive, to land. And when you're ready, just start to tap into that ujjayi breath. And as your breath starts to get a little bit more deep and a little bit more firm and intentional, start to firm up your body as well. Spread your fingers wide. Really press your hips back over your heels. Drop your chest to the floor. And arrive. Take one more breath in. An ujjayi breath out. Come into your hands and knees and start to take some cat and cow movements. You can move front to back if that feels good. You can move kind of side to side. And what I've been hearing a lot this morning and yesterday, the past couple of days, is really how a lot of us right now over this past week are just kind of in survival mode, trying to get from day to day to day through all the little things. And I'm really happy to tell you that you survived and you made it and you're here. So we're just here to move and to breathe and to be together. My intention is not really to kick your ass this morning. My intention is just to be here and to sweat. Come through a neutral spine, tuck your toes, press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Start to pedal out your feet side to side. I get some motion in the posterior chain in your hips. And come through stillness, just melt your heels straight down towards the mat. On an inhale, roll forward into a high plank. Pull your belly button to your spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press back. Inhale, high plank. Roll forward. Shoulders over wrists. Exhale, down dog. Like a wave, press back. Again, inhale, high plank. Down dog, exhale. One more time. High plank, breathe in. On your exhale, bend your elbows halfway, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, breathe in, and then stay here for the exhale. Just let your hips melt forward, pull your shoulders back. Take one more breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog, press back. Walk your feet to your hands at the top of your mat. Ragdoll. Soften your knees, feel your feet on the mat, let your head get heavy. And you can start to sway side to side if that feels good. Drop your fingertips to the mat. Bring your feet together to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale, swan dive forward, reach wide. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise up, extended mountain. Take up some space. Exhale, swan dive forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. One more like that. Sweep all the way up. Pull your ribcage up off your hips. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, clear it out. I'm gonna turn these off. Take an inhale. Let it go. Breathe in, look to the top of your mat. Breathe out, hop your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, forward fold, extended mountain, rise all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. High to low plank, exhale. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, let it go. Ujjayi breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel, feet to hands. Halfway lift, forward fold. Rise, extended mountain, press down. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. High to low plank on the exhale. Catch the full breath in your up dog. Clear it all the way out, down dog. Yeah, and start to feel like what is coming up in your body. Like take some inventory of it. If it's helpful to move and wiggle, like do that. Like we're just here to be together and to move and to breathe, to create some space. Take an inhale, look forward. Exhale, hop your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, forward fold. Thunderbolt, take one breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Up dog. Down dog. Right side, warrior one. Inhale, reach your fingertips high. Exhale, hands down and flow. Whatever your vinyasa looks like today. Left side, warrior one. Root down, rise up. Exhale, flow. Together, take a breath in and out. Yeah, feel your body here on your mat this morning. Like you made it. Take a deep breath in. Clear something out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel, feet to hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Thunderbolt, drop your seat lower than the first one. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Inhale to rise. Exhale, flow low. Left side, warrior one. Rise up, breathe in. Exhale, hands down, your vinyasa, back to down dog. And then reset with your Ujjayi breath. And if you reconnect better to your breath in a tabletop, in a child's pose, like you take what you need this morning. And we'll take one more sun B together. Look forward on an inhale. Exhale, jump your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Thunderbolt, squeeze in, sit low. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway, long spine. Chaturanga on your exhale. Yeah, once you get back to down dog, you flow through the warriors on your own. You can add in anything you want. You can take out anything you want. Yeah, and whenever you're ready, we'll just meet back in a down dog. Like no rush to get there at all. And once you do get back to your down dog, settle with your breath, settle with your drishti, and feel your hands and your feet on your mat. Feel that tapa is starting to build in your body, like in the flow of your breath and your energy from a lot of movement. Take a breath in, a breath out. Lift your right leg high towards the ceiling, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Take some movement here. And then flip your dog all the way over. Press through your heels. Lift your hip bones, drop your head back, like feel that opening. High plank, come through center. Right hand down, side plank. Stack your ankles, flex your feet. Press your hips higher towards the ceiling. Take a breath in. Exhale, low plank, left hand down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg, three-legged. Bend your knee, open your hip. Move, wiggle it out. And then flip your dog over. Press down to lift up. Now slide your left shoulder blade down to meet your right. Let your chest open. High plank. Into side plank with your left hand down. Flex your feet, squeeze your legs together and lift your hips up high towards the ceiling. Take a big breath in. Exhale, low plank, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Together, breathe in. Together, sigh out. Step your right foot forward, crescent lunge. Keep pulling your left heel forward, 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 and then sink low into your front leg. Hips melt down towards the ground. Bring your hands to your heart. Prayer twist to the right. And open your arms up wide here. Take up some space. Squeeze the left leg in towards center line. Take one more breath in. Warrior two towards the windows. Extended side angle. Right forearm to right thigh. Left hand reaches high. And then take a half bind with that left hand. Flip it towards the back wall. Tuck it down towards your right hip crease. And if you want to go for the full bind, you might reach your right arm underneath your thigh and see if you can find your fingers. Stay low in your right knee and ground down like earth through that left foot, the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Release your bind, just come back into your extended side angle. Left hand reaches high. Inhale, peaceful warrior, reach your right hand up and back. Exhale, side plank, left hand down, face the methodology wall. This time, start to float your right foot up off your bottom leg. And keep that right leg lifted as you come into your high plank. So one-legged high plank. And then take a one-legged vinyasa. Try that on. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Yeah, together, take an inhale. Take an exhale. And step your left foot forward, crescent lunge. Let's start from the feet. Yeah, to be intentional about building up through your legs. Pulling your right heel forward. Engaging the inner thighs, sinking low into your left leg. Now bring your hands to your heart, twist to the left. I keep pulling your belly button up and in towards your spine. And reach your chest up to meet your thumbs. Ujjayi breath for 3. Open your arms wide. Take up a little bit more space. 2. Warrior 2 towards the methodology wall. Extended side angle, left forearm down. Right hand reaches high, spread your fingers wide, and then take the half bind. Right hand behind your back. And if you want the full bind, you can reach for that. Totally optional. Yeah, if you have your hands bound, even if you don't have your hands bound, pull your right shoulder blade open towards the windows behind you. Expand your chest towards the ceiling. Deepen your Ujjayi breath. And release the bind, come back into that extended side angle. Reach up and out, open wide. Peaceful warrior, inhale. Side plank, right hand down. Now see if you can just bring that left ankle right onto your right foot without putting it down. And then float it up off of your leg. Keep pressing your hips high. Flex your left foot. Take a breath in. Keep your foot lifted. Come into a high plank. One-legged vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Take a breath out. Ujjayi breath. Look forward to the top of your mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, hop your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Thunderbolt, drop your seat low. Bring your feet together to touch. You can squeeze into your center line. Hands come to heart. Thunderbolt prayer twist to the right. And keep that squeezing in towards center line, like pulling in. And ring out through your center body. Look down to your feet. Hover your left heel in towards your seat. Press down through your right big toe mound. Keep twisting. Don't lose the twist. And keep that left leg lifted. Stand all the way up into a standing leg raise. Left knee pulls in. And then hand comes to left knee or left big toe. And reach your left leg open towards the windows, standing leg raise. Drishti starts to walk over towards the methodology wall. Take a breath in, stand up an inch taller. Inhale your left foot back into center line. Airplane, sweep it all back. Keep your shoulder blades pulling together on your spine, chest is lifted. Take a big breath in. Land in a crescent lunge. Touch your left foot down. Fingertips reach up. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Right hand up and back. Side plank, left hand down. Press down into your grounded hand. Reach your hips up high. This time take tree legs in your side plank. Plant your right foot on the inside of your left leg. Squeeze your foot to your leg. Keep your legs like this, high plank. Keep your legs like this, chaturanga. Good, unwind your legs, upward facing dog. Yeah, down dog. Take a breath in. Let it go. Look to the top of your mat. Hop your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Thunderbolt, sit low. Hands come to prayer. Thunderbolt prayer twist to the left. Now press your elbow into the outside of your knee to lift your heart up to your thumbs. Ujjayi breath. Look down to your feet. Hover your right heel in towards your sit bone. Yeah, keep twisting. Keep pulling your belly button up and in. Yeah, Drishti can stay down to the ground. And keep your right knee pulling up and in. Stand all the way up, standing leg raise. Right hand to right knee or to the right big toe. Pull your leg open towards the methodology wall. And walk your Drishti over towards the windows. Press down through your left foot to lift up through your pelvis to your crown. Stand up an inch taller. Right leg comes back into center. Airplane, Dekasana, sweep it back. Ujjayi breath. Take one breath in. Crescent lunge, touch down, exhale. As you inhale, lift your fingertips high. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Side plank, right hand down. Now press down into your right hand to the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Lift your hips up. Take tree legs here. Yeah, press your foot and your leg together. Really activate. Keep that activation there. Come into a high plank. And then just bend your elbows, low plank. Now unwind your legs, upward facing dog. Yeah, down dog. Take a deep breath in. Sigh something out. Lift your right leg high, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Flip dog number 2. And what do you have to play with to get closer to flipping into wheel? Is it playing with bending your standing elbow a little bit, twisting your hand on the mat? Is it playing with your right shoulder pulling down? Yeah. Unflip your dog, right leg high. Crescent lunge, step forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, settle. On an inhale, reach your chest over your front thigh. Fingertips reach back. Airplane. Pluck your toes off the mat. Half moon, right hand down. Left arm and leg lift high. And keep your left leg flexed. Pull your ankle up towards the ceiling. Reach it higher. And then kick your foot in towards your seat. Go for the bind. Yeah, and this, I can only get into a bind if I have a block underneath my hand. So if you're like, I don't know what's happening here, try, block or try lifting your hand up off the ground. Okay, keep your bind. Square your hips off to your mat so you're straight down. From here, soften into your right knee and start to stand all the way up. We're coming into dancer's pose. Once you come up, switch the grip on your foot. Go for the inside. And if you can go for your ankle or your shin, do that. But start to kick into your hand and flex your left foot to hinge forward into your dancer. Keep softening your standing knee. And then here we go, back into bound half moon. Right hand comes down to the ground. Again, you might have to switch your grip. And once you get there, kick into your hand, open up the front side of your body. Release your foot, full half moon. Take a breath in, fold forward. Fingers to toes, forward fold. Separate your feet. Yeah, peace fingers around your big toes. Drop your head. Together, take a breath in. Together, clear it out. Release your fingers from your toes. Crow pose. Spread your fingers wide. Keep your drishti to the top of your mat. Yeah, knees to your elbows or your triceps. Fingertips press down. Those are your breaks right there. Take a breath in. Vinyasa, back to downward facing dog. Maybe it's a hop back, a step back. Ujjayi breath in. Ujjayi breath out. Left leg lifts high, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open your hip, flip your dog. And then try it on this side. What does it take to go into wheel? Hell yeah, Beth, good. Yeah, softening your elbow. Yeah, twisting your hand on your mat. My gosh, deepening your breath. I'm wearing a microphone, people can hear you. Press down, lift up. Good, unflip your dog, left leg is high. Crescent lunge, step forward. And then settle here in your crescent lunge.
Can they hear me right now?
You're fine. Lean your chest over your front thigh. Reach your fingertips back. Airplane. Pluck your toes off the mat. Yeah, I was talking to you. It's okay though. You can make noise. Take one breath in. Half moon. Left hand down. Spread your right toes wide up in space. Spread your fingers wide. And roll your right hip open on top of your left hip. And then kick your heel in towards your seat. Go for the bind. Yeah, I have to soften my standing knee a lot too to get the bind. And then once you have it, kick into your hand, open up a little bit wider. And square your hips straight down to your mat. Soften your left knee and start to stand all the way up into dancer's pose. Now once you get up there, flip your grip to the inside of your foot or your ankle. Flex your foot, kick into your hand, dancers. Now press down through your left big toe mound. Feel your whole foot on the ground as you reach, reach, reach so far that you go back into your bound half moon. Your left hand comes down to the ground. Kick into your hand. Open up the front side of your body. Release your foot from your hand. Full half moon. Fold. Fold forward, palms to toes, forward fold. Separate your feet and slide your hands underneath your feet. Get heavy, surrender, and come back to breath. Release your hands from your feet. Crow pose number 2. And keep your drishti to the top of your mat. And like there's a string attached to your low back, and it's pulling you straight up towards the ceiling, like pull your energy up, 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 and vinyasa back to down dog. Once you get to down dog, take a breath in, let it go. Right side, warrior 1. Warrior 2, triangle, trikonasana. Press down through your feet and then lift and spread your 10 toes. Like really feel all 4 corners of both feet on the ground here. We're in the grounding series. Right, so get that into your feet, pull that energy up into your legs. Anchor down. And from there, start to expand up through your chest. Open wide, lift your drishti. Now fill your space with more breath. And side facing, wide leg, forward fold. Turn towards the windows. Let your head hang heavy. Let your tailbone tilt up towards the ceiling. And be here in stillness. Take a deep breath in, a breath out. Press your hands into your mat, lengthen your spine. Drop into Skandasana into your left leg. So then deeply into your left leg. Flex your right toes towards your shin, and then point your right toes towards the wall. Wiggle out your ankle a little bit. Yeah, flex and point. And then move into Skandasana into the right side. Same thing, wiggle around your left foot. Yeah, spine nice and long. And then turn towards the front of your mat. Set up Namaste, front facing, forward fold. Yeah, both feet on 12 o'clock. Nice wide stance, front to back, side to side, so you can be really grounded. And turn your fingertips around towards the back of your mat. Start to walk yourself a little bit deeper into your fold. Take a deep breath in, a breath out, and walk your fingertips back forward. Keep your left hand down, right hand reaches high, twisting triangle. Great place for a block. You can take that same half bind here if that felt good on your shoulder. That helps you get a little bit deeper of a twist. Sorry, you could have used one of those if you need it. Sorry. Now pull your belly button up and in. Take one more breath in. Reach a little higher. Breath out, twist open a little wider. Vinyasa, back to downward facing dog. Together, take an inhale. Together, clear something out. Left side, warrior one. Warrior two. Triangle, Trikonasana. And even though we're really opening up through the chest and the shoulders here, make sure you still have some integrity in that core. So front of your ribs knit together. Your belly button is still pulling in towards your spine. An Ujjayi breath here. Side facing wide leg, forward fold. If you want a different arm variation here, you can interlace your hands behind your back, or maybe just take opposite forearms behind your back. I've really been liking that one lately. Now your ears and your shoulders are pulling away from each other. Take one more breath in. Take a breath out. Bring your hands down to your mat. Lengthen out your spine. Turn your heels in, toes out. Come into a goddess stance and drop your seat. Yeah. Bring your hands on top of your thighs. Start to shoulder roll it out side to side. Yeah, you can either bring your forearms to your thighs too if you want to go a little deeper. And then we'll move into Namaste, front facing, forward fold. Turn towards the front of your mat. Ground down through your heels. And soften your knees like air. Your legs don't have to be straight. That's a pretty big shock to your hamstrings. Yeah, so you can still be strong and grounded here and have some softness, some water, some flow. Turn your fingertips towards the back of your mat. Walk your fingertips back, a couple of handprints. And then walk them back forward. Come into twisting triangle, right hand down. Add to a block if you have one. Ground down, lift your left hand up. And if you want the half bind, that's there for you. And take a breath in, a breath out, twist open a little wider. And vinyasa, back to downward facing dog. And back in downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Roll forward into a high plank. And come into a forearm plank here. And in your forearm plank, interlace your hands at the top of your mat and tippy-toe your feet forward until your shoulders come over your wrists. We're coming into dolphin pose here. Ground down through your forearms, melt your heels down towards your mat. On an inhale, glide forward so your nose comes over your fists. Exhale, press your heels back down. And keep moving front to back like that. Strengthening the shoulders. One day, who knows, you might just pop up into a forearm stand. Yeah, front to back with your breath. Good, and then come just right back into your dolphin pose. Your chest is pressing back. Lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Look forward towards your hands. And this is where you could play with hopping if you feel comfortable. Totally up to you. Or you could just leave your foot up. Switch your legs. Keep your drishti forward if you're hopping. Just want to see where you're going. Keep pressing down. Good, and we'll meet in dolphin pose just for a breath in, a breath out, and then tiptoe your feet back so you're in your forearm plank. Drop down into a sphinx pose. Forearms on the ground, palms are wide. Pull your chest forward, shoulder blades back. You can close your eyes here. And reconnect to that Ujjayi breath. And slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Come into an upward facing dog. Press your hands down, tops of your feet down. Downward facing dog, lengthen out. Take a breath in. Sigh out. Hop your feet through your hands. Come to lay down on your back. Set for bridge pose. Plant your feet down on the ground. And when you're ready, lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Bridge pose. Great. Press your feet into the mat. Lift your hips up an inch higher towards the ceiling. And then pull your heels up off your mat so you're on the balls of your feet. Stay here for 3. Ujjayi breath for 2. And come down. Take a breath in, take a breath out, and come back up. Bridge, number 2. At this time, press down through your right foot, lift your left foot straight up towards the ceiling for a one-legged bridge. Really press down through your right heel, and press your left heel up towards the ceiling. For 3, for 2, and come down. Take a breath in. Out, come back up, bridge pose. Press down through your left foot, reach your right foot high. Really press down to lift up. Deepen your breath for 4, for 3, 2, come down. Together, take a breath in. Let it go. Bridge or wheel pose. Go up on a next inhale. And whichever one you choose, come into your fullest expression. Really feel the ground underneath you. Feel your breath moving in and out of your nose. Ignite your legs, your hamstrings, your inner thighs, your quads, your whole leg. And come down. Take a breath in. Out. Bridge or wheel, go up. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, come down. Take 1 intentional inhale, an intentional exhale, clear all that out. Last one right here, bridge or wheel, go up. Stay lifted, press down to expand out like you are here. You made it, you have arrived. From everything that has happened this week, this year, last year, here you are on your mat in a back bend. Stay for 5, stay for 4, deepen your breath, 3, 2, come down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Let your body get heavy. Let your breath just flow in and out of your body. It can be heavy, it can be big. Don't try to control it or change it, just feel it. Take a breath in, out, dead bug. Grab the outer edges of your feet. Press your tailbone down into your mat. Release your feet. Press your feet straight up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your legs together and flex your toes down towards your face. Drop your right heel to hover at the end of your mat. And then switch your legs. And keep switching side to side. Scissor legs. It might be helpful to lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. That's helpful for me. Yeah, keep your legs and your feet flexed. Keep switching for 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, whichever leg is lifted, just leave it right there. So start to, wow, I don't have words this morning. Pulse up towards your lifted leg. That's all I was trying to say. Yeah, pulse up towards your lifted leg for 5. Keep your bottom leg like really flexed and strong. 3, 2, switch your legs. Pulse up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hug your knees to your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Rock side to side. You can massage out that low back a little bit. Abdominal twists, also known as yogi bicycles. Bring your knees right over your hip joints. Flex your feet. I like my hands behind my head. Start to move side to side. You can kick out the opposite leg if you want to, or you can keep them both in. That's up to you. And move with the pace of your breath. So your inhales and your exhales. Yeah, it's not a race. No one's going to get to the end first because I'm not going to tell you how many we're going to do. So just keep moving. Yeah, with your breath. We're in stability here, strengthening the front side of the body after we just opened it up with some big back bends. So keep that in mind as you press your core down into the ground. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Take a breath in. Out. Boat pose. Rock and roll up into your Navasana. Your shins are parallel with the ground, or you're starting to straighten your legs, feet up towards the top of the wall. And then press your thoracic spine through your shoulder blades. So like you have a zipper on your spine, and someone just zipped you up right here. Your upper arm bones pull back. Chest is lifted for 10. Ujjayi breath here. Yeah, hollow out. Yeah, you're stronger than you think. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, rock and roll, come out. Up and down a couple of times, and then flow through one last vinyasa. Take it nice and slow. Yeah, use your whole entire breath for each movement, and we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Once you get back to your down dog, take a deep breath in. Sigh something out. Half pigeon, right shin forward. Allow your left hip bone melt down towards your mat. And let your chest drop straight down.
Take a withdrawal sin. Take all of your savings out. 'Cause if we don't leave this town, we might never make it out. I was not born to cry. Baby, come on. Forget what Father Brady said. We were not born in sin. Even up on your bed, let your mother know you're safe. And by the time she wakes, feeling driven through this state, feeling driven through the night. Baby, come on.
Deepen your inhales and your exhales. If your mind is starting to wander off, just place your awareness back on your breath. Or if you need something a little bit more physical to put your mind on, like put it on the sides of your body or the back of your body or your rib cage as you breathe in and out, and notice how it moves. What parts of your body are expanding or contracting or moving. We'll take about 3 more breaths here. Take an inhale, let it go. Start to lift your chest. Come to the top of your half pigeon just for a breath or 2. If you want the quad stretch, you can reach back for your foot. Or just let some big deep breaths like flow in and out of your lungs. And we'll come into double pigeon. So left shin comes forward, sets on top of your right shin. Flex your feet, sit up nice and tall first. This might be a good enough of a stretch right here, or you can start to walk your hands forward and fold, maybe bringing a block underneath your forehead, and just let yourself surrender.
Pack yourself a toothbrush, dear. Pack yourself a favorite blouse. Take a withdrawal sin. Take all of your savings out. 'Cause if we don't leave this town, we might never make it out.
Start to lift your chest, and we'll move into half pigeon on the opposite side, however you want to get there. If you want to move back through down dog, or just leave your shin at the front of your mat and swing your right leg back. And once you get into your half pigeon pose on the left side, just get still.
I've been stuck in morning, waiting for the beat.
I know we all are like really up to some things that are bigger than ourselves, like outside this room. We have some busy people in here. And so this practice, like when you come in here, might be like 5% of your day. Right? And so when you come in here, like it really is a chance for you to just land in your body for 60 minutes. It's 60 minutes for you to hang out with yourself, to see like what's up in your body and in your headspace. A lot of times I like to say like yoga for me is where I get to just like call myself out on my bullshit. Because like when I have an attitude or when something's going on, like it comes out on my yoga mat. And I'm like, oh, like, okay, that's what that is, right? So it's 60 minutes for you to be with yourself. It can be a time where you celebrate yourself, like for making it, like that's what we were doing this morning, for making it here on your mat. It can be a time where you call yourself on your bullshit, where you have like real conversations with yourself. It can just be a time for you to move and sweat and clear some space. Like whatever you need it to be, like you get to make that choice of how you spend your 60 minutes in here. So can you set your drishti on the next 10 minutes you have in this room? And choose what you want to have happen and really be for that. Take a breath in. Let it go. And lift your chest. Come to the top of your half pigeon. Take what you need here. Quad stretch, couple deep breaths. And we'll move into double pigeon with your right shin on top of your left. Take a deep breath in and out. Start to lift your chest and reach both legs out long in front of you for a seated forward fold. And your choice if you want straight legs out in front of you, or if you want more of a groin stretch, you can take a wide-legged seated forward fold. You choose. Now whenever you're ready, surrender over your legs. Let your head drop. Your next inhale, start to lift your chest up off your thighs and set up for a final inversion. So you can take waterfall with a block underneath your low back. If you want something more active, maybe a shoulder stand or a headstand. Dead bug is also an inversion. A forward fold is an inversion. Yeah, you choose. If you're in shoulder stand, squeeze your legs together, press the soles of your feet straight up towards the ceiling, and walk your upper arm bones closer towards the center line of your body. Yeah, so they're more like parallel with the long edges of your mat. And keep your drishti straight up. Drop your toes back behind your head for plow. And in plow pose, you might reach your arms long on your mat and really press down. And come into deaf man's pose. Drop your knees towards your ears or your temples. And as slowly as you can, roll yourself back down, one vertebrae at a time, hugging your knees into your chest. And take a supine twist. Drop your knees towards the right side of the room. Drishti towards the left side of the room. And pause. Slowly come back through center and switch sides. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself one last final squeeze. And take a deep breath in here. Fill up your lungs. Hold it at the top. Sip in a little bit more air. And release out into Shavasana. Deepen your breath. Take some movement with your fingers, with your toes. And reach your arms up overhead. Take a full body stretch. Feel some of that space that you created in your body. And roll over onto one side. Just pause for a moment. And then press yourself up into a tall seat. We're going to switch it up a little bit today. If you're in the front row, turn around, face the back of the room. We'll just end together. Sit up nice and tall. Stack your hands on top of your chest and touch back in. Take a deep breath in underneath your hands and clear it out. Let's do that again, even bigger. Fill up. Empty. And one last time, big breath in. As a community, together, sigh it out. And bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, prayer at heart center. Touch your thumb knuckles to your forehead center and acknowledge yourself. Acknowledge the work you did on your mat today, and then acknowledge your community for being in the work with you, like for making it here with you. Like you have arrived. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you and rejoices that we all share that same light. Together as a community, we bow forward and say, Namaste.